Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to my next retro review. And I'm still with Transformers Cybertron. This one's going to take, it's going to take a while to get through all of the figures I have. But the next one in the Transformers Cybertron line I'm looking at is Optimus Prime. And there he is as a big, I want to say fire truck type of thing. But yeah, that is him. Now he does have his cyber key, and his cyber key is different compared to all the others. And this is his. This is the leader of the Autobot cyber key, and it is shaped like a matrix. And that is pretty cool. And then we got gold around, red chrome for the Autobot symbol, and this one is a Japanese edition. My Optimus Prime is a mix, actually. So the cab is the US edition, and the back of it is actually from a special 2-pack that Japan had for Galaxy Force of Optimus and Wing Saber. I think that's who it was. Yeah, Wing Saber. And the main difference was the Optimus that came with it. Like, all this was the right colors, but the rest of it was in different colors, or was like partially see-through. So mine's sort of a mix, but we'll take a look at him. So here we can see him from the front. Nice big old beefy truck that he is. You can see everything else here. There we go. Just trying to keep everything where it should be. There we go. Rolls very nicely on a lot of wheels. Here we can see the back. That big old truck butt. Yeah, he's some kind of like futuristic style fire truck. On this side we can see nice silver details, goldish color in the rims. Very cool. Autobot symbols on the side here. Some more silver. Whoops. White panel or white lining here with some more of that goldish in here. And yeah, he's red, blue truck. I mean, that's not Optimus. I don't know what is. A little bit of white picked in here around. Now his cyber key actually works in both modes. So it's actually going to plug in here and on the one on this side. So we'll plug in this one first. And yet again, I have dead batteries. I am so sorry. You'd think I'd be more prepared for this, but this one generally lights up like this. This light will light up and it'll make sounds. The batteries actually go, yeah, they actually go right here. I believe they're AAAs, but I do apologize about that. Alright, and then this side, when we plug it in on this side, what it does is it lets down these missile launchers, and they do fire, and this one as well fires. So, again, very nicely. Oh, make sure we're in on the right side here. There we go. So, then we unplug that, bring them back up, and yeah. Now, his truck mode does have a flight mode. I know. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll raise both of these up. Then we want to bring it out like this, rotate straighten them fully, bring it out, rotate, and we bring these ones down, and there we have his flight mode. Very unusual. But I guess it works. So that is pretty much it for his vehicle mode. So now we'll get into the first of his two robot modes. So he's got his standard robot mode, and then he's got his super mode. And so first thing we'll do is we will separate for the lettuce. There we go. And we'll set this off to the side, and we will concentrate on the main cab of the truck. So first thing we'll do is we'll bring the legs down, split them. We want to bring this up and around, and it'll actually, right here, these posts will tab in on there, right there. Same thing on this side. And that is the legs done. So now we'll bring down this crotch piece. We will bring around these windows for his chest. And then what we want to do is we want to separate these. Bring them around. We want to rotate until they plug in, and then we want them sort of angled, just like that. Same thing here. Kind of angled just like that. And then this lever will bring up his head, and there we have Optimus in his first mode. And I am having an issue with this one, and I don't know why. There we go. Now, he does have a weapon he can wield, and that is actually on this. You can actually separate. Come on, there we go. Separate that, and we can open up his hands, bring it in, and there's a little post here on either side that's going to plug into either hand right in there. Then we can close his hand, and there, he's got a weapon. Now, at sorry, can't talk there for a second. So we'll look at his head, and you can see he's got nice open mouth here, yellow, some silver, yellow for the eyes, blue all over on his helmet, you know. Autobot symbols now on his arms here. Again, very cool. Yeah, very different style Optimus than what we're used to. So again, very cool. You know, all red and blue, some gray, a little bit of yellow, some more blue. Got his toes. Articulation on this mode, the head just rotates. There is no up and down. Arm can do full 360. Can really, well, only come out that far. It's really rather limited. Rotation just above the elbow. The elbow is just over 90. Come on, stay together. There is no waist. We do have thigh. We've got 90 on the knee and nothing at the feet. So pretty limited. Another thing that he does have that he can do is we open this up. Can bring this piece down, and he's got a matrix. And we can actually, there we go, pop the matrix out. You can see, very cool matrix. Gray with a little bit of orange there, so again, very nice. And just pop that, come on, when you put it in right. Pop that back in, rotate that back up. And there we go. So that is that mode. Now we will take a look at super mode. Super mode, we're going to separate these pieces. You can see they just clip in on those friction clips right in there. We'll set that right there for now. Then with these, I'm gonna separate them, bring them down, about like that, I think. Yeah, about like that. And then I'm going to bring the feet around, or his bigger feet, push that down to fill that in. Same thing on this side. Push that down to fill that in. Raises him up a bit. Also makes him a bit unstable for the moment. And then we want to take, this one is going to go on this side, and see this is going to clip in on that friction clip. And then there's a little piece here. It's got sort of a little raised edge. I don't know if you can see that. Little raised edge, and that's going to hook in there. So just like that. And that is that side. And same thing on this side. And there we go, and that's going to help stabilize him. Of course, once we put the backpack on, then that's going to be even more. So now, what we want to do with that, we're going to set him. So we're going to rotate these around just like this. Bring these around like this. And sometimes you can, one thing you could do is you could bring them sort of like this for storage. So you open these up, and then we're going to slide in right under here, about that far. I'm going to bring these down. And you can see what I mean about being unstable. It's, you kind of got to have it at a odd angle, unfortunately. And then the last bit is we're going to rotate these out, and we're going to, there's a little lever on the back of his head. It's kind of hard to see. Bring that down, and that's going to bring up the faceplate. And there we have Optimus Prime in his super mode. And then the last bit is we just bring these up sort of like this, and there we go. Yeah, it doesn't always want to cooperate with you. There's that one. There we go. There's that one. You can that's actually more stable. We'll actually plug this back in where it was. But that is him in his super mode. Same articulation, and then when you want him fully armed out, you can also bring up these pieces. So fully armed. And again, the cyber key will do the same thing. It's definitely a cool design. I believe they did do an updated like leader class in the Siege line. It just looks like they retooled Ultra Magnus from the Siege line, which is cool, but honestly, I'd like them to fully go back and give us more Cybertron or give us updated versions of Transformer Cybertron. I just think that would be even better. But yeah, I love this figure. He's beefy. His modes are unique, and he does one other thing that I'll get to when I get to this specific character, where actually a couple of things. Two different characters. One that becomes an arm for him, and one that replaces this backpack piece, and they combine and become like it's wing mode Optimus or something like that. But yeah, it's actually really cool. I like this. He doesn't have the greatest for articulation, and that's okay. In 16 years ago, they weren't always the best. I mean, even now we don't get the best articulation with some figures. So not a whole lot has changed except for the fact that they're having to use less plastic, so we're getting more open sections, more, hollow legs and stuff like this, whereas there's no hollow on him. He's complete. And I mean, this was, I think, a $50 toy 16 years ago. So around the same price as a leader now, the prices pretty much stayed the same, but they're using less plastic. I mean, they're using it's been like that since I was a kid. I mean, look at what you could get for $20, a toy that had die cast in it. And now it's not so much. I mean, I think the only thing that stayed cheap is Hot Wheels. But yeah, but we'll get back to Optimus. So, great figure. Not the greatest for articulation, but an imposing figure. I love him. Like I said, the Cybertron line, still to this day, one of my favorite lines. It's one of those lines that I absolutely refuse to get rid of. Like, there are some lines where I had all of Armada and I had all of Energon at one point, and I sold my Armada when I was getting down to a point where I needed to. But Cybertron line, I could not get rid of. There's no way I could part with these guys. So, definitely great figures. Still hold up to this day. I mean, I don't think any of them really have that issue with gold plastic syndrome, because I don't think there was really much gold plastic used, if any. But otherwise, excellent line. I really wish Hasbro, please see these videos, and please, once War for Cybertron Trilogy is done with the toys and you're on to the next one, please come to updated versions of Transformers Cybertron. Like, I am begging you. Like, that would be so wonderful. And an animation that goes with the line, that goes for, the typical 52 episodes or whatever, 36 episodes, something more. Like, I enjoy the Netflix series for what it is, but there could have been more to it on both Siege and Earthrise. And I'm betting the same thing for Kingdom. I enjoy them for what they are. They're there to just for entertainment. Is there enough storyline? No. Is there enough character development? No. Honestly, if you want a toy line to have a good animation, the character development, you need at least 13 episodes. I mean, that's a good season. 13 episodes. You can establish a story, you can bring out more on that story. So please give us more updated Transformer Cybertron. I never got the Siege version of him. I think they called him Galaxy Force Optimus or something like that. It didn't appeal to me. I had this one, and I don't know. I wasn't feeling that one. But if they did it again and did it better, then definitely like. So, those are my thoughts. So I'll end things there. Again, I'm Alucard Night Raven. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all later.